Welcome to the new episode of Bottom of the Bay. Today we got somebody that's been out here moving and shaking in the Bay Area, shooting videos. He's been running across my screen, and we all gonna get to meet him today on camera. Is it HD?
HD, yep.
Welcome, man.
Yeah. How you doing?
Good, man. Good, bro. So I tapped in with you, man, because your camera is clean.
Oh yeah.
So where you from and what high school you go to?
So I was born in India, but I moved out here in 7th grade to Fremont, to where all the brown people live, like. And then I went to school out there too, high school, Irvington.
Oh, you went to Irvington?
Yeah.
Shout out Irvington. My cousin used to go there.
Yeah, it was a cool experience. I mean, like, definitely, like, it's a different vibe out here because, like, the cultures aren't as diverse. Like, it's just my own people. I feel like I didn't even move to a different country because I just moved around the type of people I was around in India.
When did you move here from India? What year?
Like 2008, 2009, 7th grade. I was like 11, 12 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't super long ago, but now it's starting to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So how'd you get into videography?
Shit, I would say just in like high school and like junior high. I would say it started back in junior high, just like making random videos for class projects and stuff. And I always found it really fun putting them together. Like at the end, there's a bunch of funny moments in there. Your friends are always laughing. Like it's always goofy, you know, like making videos just seemed like a fun thing to do. It made the experience of school like way better. So just started from there. Then I definitely didn't have that vision going into college. It was just something like I knew I liked, and then went to college for like business and like regular stuff. And I got bored off of that pretty quick. So I kind of knew I had to find something where I can like develop a skill set rather than just like get a degree. So that's the goal I kind of went in with, was like, all right, I'm going to develop a skill set and I'm going to use that skill set as a career going into the future. So I kind of just left community college for a bit because that's where I was at. And then I just started like independently working with cameras. Luckily, like back then, there was one of my friends, he was kind of making music. So he needed like music content, music videos and stuff like that. So it weirdly started from music videos. Then I did music videos for like a little bit. And then I had to start taking classes so I can like learn it properly and stuff. So I went back to De Anza, started taking like classes again, but this time more focused on photography, videography. And then I started working like different video gigs, like, you know, events, a lot of like commercial shoots around the Bay. I would just work as like a PA.
What you mean by like commercial shoots?
So like local businesses around the Bay.
Okay.
If they need like a TV ad or something like that, there's this company called Playground Pictures. They're kind of like our family friends, like somebody, my dad. So my dad knew this guy who was starting off as a videographer, and he kind of introduced me to him back then. But then I kind of reconnected with him when I got back into it as well. And then I just worked as an assistant for him a few times. Then I started working these live events, like these dance recitals, live shows, and I would work as the main cameraman following the subject around, and weddings and events. So I just started doing a bunch of different things. Not as much as I could because it's definitely hard to find those jobs.
Right.
So, I mean, the more connections you build, you kind of get more of those. So
Did your dad do videography too? How do you have those connections?
So yeah, so like my dad's, I guess, the real connector out here because he's been in media and entertainment for a long time. So
shout out Pops.
Yeah, so he's been like, he moved to United States, working on these TV shows in New York. Like he would work like these TV shows that broadcasted back in India. He would work on those. Then he worked with these advertising companies like that would make commercials and stuff.
Right.
He wasn't a videographer. He was definitely more on the
editing side,
marketing.
Oh, okay.
Or like marketing and other things. Like he was more that side. And then he's now been in the Bay Area, and he's been like a concert promoter, like event promoter. So he would, but it's all been in like the Indian community. Nothing really like
in the States.
Like in the States type, like everything Bollywood type. So nothing that I'm like that's super cool, but it's still kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he would do a lot of those concerts, and so he also has a radio, Indian radio, that he started with a few people. And then that's where those clients that were advertising on the radio needed like a person to shoot commercials for them. And he happened to know that guy, and he kind of helped start him off. But that dude is kind of like doing bigger things now too. He's doing like TV shows and stuff.
So shout out Pops. I want to say that, man, because I'm starting to hear more and more stories about like people's dads that like did stuff that they saw as kids. Because I get a lot of moms, but I'm starting to get more Pops. So that's what's up, man.
Yeah, shout out Dad for sure, because he's the biggest supporter. And then and my mom too. Like my mom definitely supports everything. But yeah, it just like luckily he was already on the entertainment side, so he's been around like, you know, events, he's been around commercials, he's been around music in general. Like music is a big thing for him, starting the radio and everything. He loves music. So luckily, because of that, he's been supported. But like in the beginning, I didn't really like that. I thought I was gonna be like just some business management dude. I'm just gonna make 100K a year or some like easy stuff, you know?
Right.
But eventually I realized it's not really all about that. Like I'll get bored doing that very easily. So I might as well do something that will keep me entertained and then also make me a little bit of money. And I don't really need to be like super rich to be happy, you know, as long as what I'm doing is fun and keeps me engaged. So just trying to take that path like him. Yeah.
Do you make music also?
Nah, man. I mean, it's funny because we definitely all tried, but it was definitely not for me. It doesn't come to me naturally. like
What you try to do? Rap, sing,
shit,
dance?
I don't know. I would sit there trying to record people rap, and I'll be like, I would try to spit on it, but there would be no more than 2 words that come out, you know? So it stopped pretty early, so. But I love music because, I don't know, it's cool. Like music is always fun to listen to, like being in sports and stuff, and just like enjoying life. You kind of relate to music a lot, like certain songs relate to certain moments. It just depends on when you listen to a certain song, you know? So music has always been a part of me. I've had different tastes throughout my life. Like in high school, I would listen to some like real soft stuff. Like I was influenced by like the game FIFA. So whatever tracks were on FIFA.
The soccer game?
Yeah, the soccer game, you know? It would have a lot of indie rock tracks, stuff like that, like goofy stuff like that. But
hey man, that's good music, bro. It ain't goofy. It's good. I'll be listening to it.
Yeah.
So what would you say your style of shooting is, and what kind of camera do you use as well? Because it is so crispy, bro. Like that's the first thing that caught my attention. It almost feels like the subject's about to stick their finger through the damn lens and touch me.
I'm glad you like it. I'm starting to feel like I need newer equipment all the time. But so what was the question again?
I was saying, what type of camera do you use and what are you shooting in?
Like my style, like what my approach is. So I use a Sony camera now, and mostly because when I was starting off, the mirrorless Sony A7 III was like the thing. So it made sense at that time for me to just invest in that. And luckily I did, and now it's starting to pay dividends. Like after a couple of years, like it definitely took me like a year or two to like make worth of it, like really use it properly. Because in the beginning, you're kind of just an amateur. Before that, I used to just use a Canon Rebel T6. That's what I started off with, like a DSLR. And then, I've been using the mirrorless. I'm glad people think that the quality is crisp because it only has 8-bit color. I don't know if people care about that, but
I'm not too versed on that. So, but
I'm looking to move on to 10-bit color, but I'm glad people still like it so that I can keep it for a while. And then the style that I like to approach is like a location-based style. Like, I don't really like to create sets and like do a bunch of artificial stuff. I'd rather capture what's already there.
Right.
Like we live in a beautiful world. Like in a way, like we built these infrastructures that look dope. In a way, they're polluting the planet, but like in a way they make it look nice as well. So I kind of want to mix that nature with like our modern like infrastructure and bring that into like as a set, kind of like
Right.
just the world we live in and represent that, and then try to look for new locations and stuff like that to kind of approach my filming style. And then I've been adding like a lot of movement to my shots, like just trying to move a lot, not trying to stay still. Like I have a gimbal, so I might as well make best worth of it. So just been working a lot on like, you know, moving smoothly with the gimbal, moving as far and wide as I can, as much movement as I can, basically. Just stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's an obstacle you face as a videographer?
What's an obstacle? Man, meeting like good artists. Meeting artists like
Like their personality or their music?
just like people who are really down to work, you know. A lot of artists, they're like putting music out, but they're not really into it. They don't even know what their vision is. Not necessarily that my work with videography always needs an artist, but like definitely like the music side of it. It's good to meet artists that are on the same page as you, that want to do as much work as you want to do, because that's a big thing. Like meeting artists like Micah and Devin that just want to grind with you. There's another guy named Ivante. So shout out to these guys who like have helped me get off and like start my videography journey, along with the other gigs too. Like I call them the boring gigs, like wedding gigs, event gigs. I call them the boring gigs. Like along with that, you know, just starting off the more fun stuff with it. You know, helping me start the more fun gigs. So,
Hey man, practice is practice.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You shoot mainly rap videos, or do you do any other genres?
I'm honestly open to everything. It's just the artists I've met so far through Instagram have mostly been like hip hop. Ivante is a little bit different. He's more like pop, like he sings more. And then definitely Micah and Devin are definitely more rap style, hip hop style. Devin's more lyrical. Micah's more fun. It's just kind of like, you know, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you brought an artist with you today, man. You want to bring him on so we can introduce him and to the world?
Yeah, for sure. We got Mike C. CraZ. He's the number one, basically, who helped me get started. So it only made sense to bring him along.
All right. You can go ahead and scoot in. Y'all can scoot
Yeah.
kind of together a little bit.
For sure.
But yeah, man. So what's up, bro?
What's going on?
Introduce yourself.
You know what's going on? It's your boy from the bird. You ain't never seen, but you know you heard. Mike C. 2 down, 757. That's what I'm repping. We in the Bay where they don't play.
Okay.
That's what I had to say.
I saw you in the video, man. You was one of those subjects I was talking about, looking like they was finna jump out the screen. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So what's your style of music, man?
Man, I make all types of music. I could say, if I had to put a name on it, I make bounce music. For one, because I'm from Virginia, so like they gotta bounce with they sound just from being influenced by what's around you and whatnot. I do a bunch of other stuff. I could say I make music with people that got time to sit down and listen to. I make music with people that might only have 5 minutes and just need a little boost to get through the shift or whatever. So it goes in different directions depending on how we feeling. So
How you feel about Bay Area music? Honest opinion.
real talk, the Bay is slept on because for me, the Bay I was hip to the Bay coming up, but I wasn't all the way like a lot of people here. So like it's definitely to me been a very, very like region based sound. But I fuck with the Bay. Like the Bay got a lot of hitters that people don't really know about. And if they did know about it, they'd be like, oh man, like let me figure out what else is out here. That's one thing for sure. Like who is it? Like Keep the Sneak for sure. We knew about Keep the Sneak, E40, Too Short. So those names is definitely hot. And then like me moving out here, I'm gonna say Mac Dre being like the guy that, you know, rest in peace to him. Like I didn't really know too much about Mac Dre until I moved out here, and then going later in my life, finding out how much of music really came from the Bay. I was like, dang. And then to find out that Tupac, before he moved to LA, he was in the Bay. So hey, it only makes sense. The Bay is cool. Shock G, he was heavy, you know what I'm saying? So Digital Underground was always like something I heard about, but then didn't know about until I came here. So like the Bay is slept on. I fuck with Bay music. It's not always like looked at as like the hottest stuff out, but I'm gonna be real. It's got a place for sure in hip hop. You can't
I
go
like
without
to
hip hop.
ask out of towners that question because when I first like came to the Bay and settled here, I did not like a lot of it, dog. I thought I was Master P, No Limit Soldier. Like I just couldn't. I didn't understand Mac Dre. I didn't understand Mac Moore. I didn't understand almost everybody, Looney Coleon, and like I didn't understand those people. But I usually like to ask out of towners because most of them ain't gonna keep it real.
Yeah, bro. And like I'm gonna be real. That's what you said because you put me on a couple names I didn't even know about. And I gotta do my homework on.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
not all of it can I say is what stuck with me, but it's some hitters out here for sure.
That's right. That's right. So, what do you expect from the talent when they come to you for a video?
Like in terms of
Like, what do you expect as a videographer from the artist or from whoever to book you to come and shoot them?
just like commit the time that you're giving me and be ready to, like, you know, be there and be active. Like, don't just, you know, be there to be there, if that makes sense. Like we'll be friends, we'll have fun, like we'll make it fun, you know, like I'll bring drinks and stuff, we'll make the shoot fun, you know. So like he knows, he like we have a good day out shooting, we'll like have fun and we'll get food, we'll make things fun. But it's like, I hope artists don't feel like it's boring to them. Like that's the only thing, you know. If music shoots are boring to you, it's probably not best for you to do it. But
you think people come off like that, like it's boring to them?
Sometimes it does, but I mean,
I think you gotta understand why you do it.
yeah, you gotta remember, like, this is for you at the end. Like, I'm just like a way of like helping you get there. If that
You're the
makes
medium.
sense. Yeah, I'm the median, but I'm willing to work everything for you. So like, it's not a matter of like me being lazy. It's like, as long as you can match my energy and you're willing to do everything I am, I will not overstress anybody. I would never make anybody like stay at a shoot for like super long that they don't want to. Like, I'll end it whenever you want to end it. But at the same time, like, it's all about attitude and like, do you really want to be there? And like, is this really what you want? Because I can do other type of content with you. You don't have to make music videos. We can do photos. We can just do simple lyric videos. Whatever the artist sees fit. Like, whenever they work with me, I don't want them to feel like I want something done. I want them to feel like they want something done, and I'll do that for them. Like, it all can be like altered to like whatever they need, you know.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
So, Mike C, last question, man. Where you taking this, man? What's the goal? You out here in Cali, you roaming, you got your music, you got a videographer next to you that's got the skill. Where you gonna take this, man?
Man, bro, why is where we trying to take it? My man then came from another walk of life, so it's only right that, you know, we step.
I'm talking about you though. What you gonna do? Like, what's your mission, man?
Man, I'm trying to make something bigger than me with this music. Like you said, I'm an out of towner. You know, I'm just trying to get in where I fit in, and at the same time, kind of take a piece of home with me wherever I go. You know, like I said, I'm from Virginia, so the best thing I can do is bring what ain't here, and you know, make it part of the Bay. And if I could do that and leave my footprint via music, that's where I see myself at least with my gift. You know, what I got to give to the world. So if I can't give you something to, like I said, get you through your shift, you know, like it did for me, or you know, help you get through the moment in time. I'm just trying to make, you know, inspire people, make something good for people to listen to over time, years to come, and you know, hopefully the rest will be, you know, even fun along the way. So I'm just trying to have some fun, make something shake before I got to leave, and that's what it is.
Okay. All right, HD. Final thoughts, man. So what you want to tell everybody out there that's, you know what I'm saying, that's looking for a videographer like yourself, man?
Man, I mean, the first thing is appreciate you for giving me this chance to like talk about my journey and I guess what I'm providing out here. And my final thoughts are just that, you know, anybody who's just looking to work, you know, I'm trying to make it so things like this, like videography, can be more affordable, can be more like available to everybody. Like, I don't need to really set a crazy price. Like, there can be some real reasonable prices I can set and still make money and still make you happy. And like, at the same time, like, whoever is willing to work, like, just understand that I'm also willing to work. Like, I'm actually willing to put in like all my time into this. Like, the only other things I help out at is like we got our family store. That's the only other thing that I work at.
You say a store?
Yeah, my
You own a store?
yeah, it's like an Indian clothing store.
What the bro?
Yeah. So if anybody needs that too, I mean, we got that.
So you ain't really hurting for money. You just like got a bunch of skills that you trying to bless the world with.
We are no, I don't want to get that wrong. I don't want to get that wrong. We are hurting for money. Like a lot of my dad's businesses like suffered a lot through the pandemic because it was all about entertainment and all that stuff was like shut down. So like it's not like we were ever rich. Like my dad's always been like the smallest percentage owner in any company, if that makes sense.
But outside of that though, y'all got hustle, y'all got...
We just keep hustling, if that makes sense.
Okay.
My parents work 7 days a week. Like I work every time, all the time. I try to work. I'm a little bit more lazy than them. So it's just a lot of hustling. Like we really have the store open 7 days a week just to make the living right now.
7 days?
Yeah.
That's that hustle I be talking about, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it, shit.
Yeah, we're just trying to make it work because we're immigrants. I mean, we weren't really established when we were here. So like I moved here first. I was just in an apartment. Slowly, when I got to high school, my dad started to make a little bit more money. We started renting a house. We still renting a house, so we still getting to places, you know. We still trying to make small steps and get there. So, I mean, I'm trying to help people. I'm not gonna completely do everything for free. I still need my money too. So, but definitely, I'm trying to work with other people like me because I understand the hustle. I understand the struggle. Like, not everybody can just drop dollars on everything. Like, so definitely, like, I want to work with people and, you know, whatever I can help them with, even if they don't need like a videographer, they just need another person to help with stuff, help with content. I'm available. Like, let's work.
Go get it. Like, go get a mentality what he brings.
Yeah.
That's what he brings.
Yeah.
All right, man. So that wraps this segment up for Bottom of the Bay.
Yeah.
You want to give everybody your socials so know where to find you at? Let's start with my boy Mike.
Yeah. Well, it's a jingle. I say it like this on any platform. MICCCRAZ, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Check out Spotify, Apple Music, Mike C Crazy on all platforms. You find all my music there. All the videos, HD shot on YouTube and whatnot. So that's where we can get it at.
Yeah. And then my Instagram is HD.Shoots.Hits. You can hit me up there. That's really my main thing right now. Just because that's like the best platform to like communicate with people. You can see their work right there. You can see who they are. So just hit me up on Instagram. My phone number is actually on there too. So
you are wild.
You hit me up.
Put your phone number on.
Yo, I'm too small, bro. I'm too small, bro. I'm not him yet, so we can get there.
All right, yeah, okay. This interview blow up. Yeah, I want to hear you with that same energy on interview number 2.
I might have to change that setting. I might have to change that setting later, but for now, I gotta recognize where I'm at. So you know, I'm trying to be available.
I hear you, bro. And being transparent and reachable is a very good quality. People can trust and come back, spend money with you. Hey, bro, keep doing your thing. I love your videos. I'm gonna tap in with you to work with you somehow. I don't know how yet. I got a bunch of stuff going on. You look expensive, but I'm gonna tap in with you, dog. And in the meantime, though, y'all, peace.